in episode number, 3 or 4 out of what will be hundreds of Don't Ignore the Red Flag episodes. I pray everyone's doing well. I do just want to say, as I'm putting all this information out there, you're wasting your breath on trying to tell me anything different than a divorce. There has been times in the past where I could have legally already left this guy, but I chose to stay. I thought I was doing the right thing. I actually got... Anyway, we won't talk about that right now. But Yahweh is the one who showed me all of this. And I don't need any of you to believe me. I don't need any of you to agree with me or validate me. He literally is the one that lured me out onto this vacation, what I thought was just going to be, 2-week vacation. Into half a year of living in California, and knowing now that I've been back to Texas twice. The second time I was coming back to Texas, I absolutely knew I was coming back needing a divorce. We both agreed. And literally 2 weeks to the day I had returned from my second trip from California back to Texas, 2 weeks to the day at 2 a.m., we were witness to the last half of a domestic violence situation gone wrong. And in light of seeing that unfold before our eyes, we both agreed. I was just telling him, please just let me go. Let's don't fight about this. I deserve my freedom. He knows that he's had hundreds of chances. If 70 times 7, I have forgiven that. And as I was saying, I did not see the picture I'm seeing now. Of course, hindsight's always 20/20, but I just would have never left. I was also, I guess, somewhat brainwashed by churchianity, where just almost that divorce is forbidden, unless they're, physically harming you or physically cheating on you. See, and the thing I've not physically cheated on you. Kind of like Clinton, right? What's sexual relations? Where do you draw the line? Like, this guy's never been able to keep his eyes on the right place. He's always been in a situation ever since we started getting intimate in our relationship, throughout our marriage. When I came home the first time, I had new things that I needed to forgive from him. I was good. I behaved and suffered all my trauma and stayed sober and didn't go get with anyone. People offered me things. People offered me things and trips and vacations and talk and time and yuck. Even a couple of disgusting dudes, I discussed with someone, like, if they were good looking, would I have been as offended? And yes, I don't want to be approached like this, men, but a couple times in the hot tub, some doofuses offered massages and just rub my earlobes. No thank you. Okay. Anyways, point is that I was good, he wasn't. Yahweh is the one who took me out here, had to gently break my heart in one of the most beautiful places in the world. Thank you for that, Father. As I've said before, it was my doing, because I just had to have him. But I would have never done this. He had to open my eyes and show me, after a series of, unfortunate events, I saw his true colors. And he's always telling me that I'm believing lies from the devil. But we can sit and argue about that all day long, or we can just move the heck on, and we're just going to move the heck on. I'm tired of forgiving him. There's an old song, says you're a hard dog to keep under the porch. I don't want him under my porch no more. Matter of fact, you can have the porch and I just need like a severance pay and my certificate of divorce, and I'll be glad to scoot on. And what I find funny is I know I'm getting clean bill and gonna be able to have a legal divorce and be able to legally move on. And if I want to marry in the future, I can legally do that. He thinks he can too. I beg to differ, but I'm not his judge, so. Point is that Yahweh is the one that showed me. Oh, the mowers are back. Yahweh is the one that showed me I need a divorce. My husband was making me sick. My sick, toxic relationship was making me sick. There was no life staying with him. He's never had my back. That's why I was an independent woman, a single mother for 10 years. I was going to a private university. I was planning on getting my master's. There's another red flag. I remember he came to see me one time. I had bought an entertainment stand, and back in the day when those were all fancy and you had the shelves on the side to put all your junk. Oh, we had tapes back then, I think. Anyways, he comes over. I have this stuff all spread out. I thought it was neat timing that he had showed up. We could put that thing together, together. And anyways, long story short, he did not lift one finger. He sat there on my couch, probably drank my beer and probably smoked my weed. But he did not offer to help me at all. I would say little comments like, and back then it was a screwdriver. You had to do that by hand. I don't even know if there were the power tools back then. I guess there were, but I surely didn't have it, and so I don't even know how many screws I had to screw in that day. I mean, it was a project. And he did not help one bit. I should have saw it then, but I didn't get it. I had no idea that everything he was going to do was just going to be halfway. He worked part-time. He, worked at our marriage part-time. He worked at our house part-time, at our yard part-time. He really never went 100% at anything. Our business, even my son couldn't get him to grow the business, together. So anyways, just so you know, there's that. I mean, say what you want, comment what you want, think what you want, but I'm just telling you that Yahweh is the one that has showed me that this needs to end. And Gilbert has had the opportunity over and over and day after day to change, to do something different, and he hasn't and he doesn't, and it'd be a total waste of time now if he did, because I don't want it. I'm over it. I'm good. I am good. He has pickleball princesses, anyways. I mean, like, okay, I told you how I quit smoking. Oh, well, I might have to go. I had to, I don't know if I'm going to have to, maybe I should do that in another video when I quit drinking. That can be another red flag episode. But yeah, so I just wanted to say that you can say and think what you want, but Yahweh is definitely the one that showed me that I need out of this relationship. And he is my husband. I have spiritually divorced Gilbert. I'm going to physically divorce Gilbert. Yahweh is my husband, my father, my provider, my counselor, my teacher, my everything. And I am literally trying to learn to wait on him for daily, I could go apply for jobs. I could go apply for this and that and try to move and do things in my own strength like I have done the last 50 years of my life, and made a mess. So I'm tired of doing that, and I'm trying to wait on him. Like I said, the one thing I know for sure is that he has showed me that this thing is over. It's over, and I need him to guide me into the next steps for my future and for my divorce financially, because I'm not just doing, he's trying to get me to do some online $200 Walmart divorce. Well, that was after he threatened me with his federal prosecuting attorney, godfather, uncle, which he says that he has no choice but to use him, because he didn't know where else to, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, so then, now it's, let's go get a quickie one online or whatever. No, no. I need alimony, whatever spousal support I can get. I helped start our lawn care business. I literally was on a riding mower with all my babies. We would take our kids out to the job sites while I would help them. We had those kids pushing mowers when they were, big enough to do it. I deserve a part of all of that. And I'm not going to be cut short. He was just hoping he could get rid of me like an old piece of chewing gum. Would literally call me while I was here, right here, looking on this very same water you're looking on. He would call me up at night and say, well, have you met anybody yet? You met anybody yet? He wanted his goofy truck back. That's for sure. But it's my truck now, Big Bertha. But anyways, I think I'll cut that one short. No, short. And I'm gonna save the rest of the junk for another time. Hallelujah.